In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Heart of the Ocean. So the Heart of the Ocean is the accessory piece within the Dominator set. It's actually a really cool piece of equipment just because it has its rare quality skill is really unique, which I'll talk about in just a second. But I talk about the Dominator set and why it is one of the most powerful sets in the game, and a separate video just covering the Dominator set as a whole. Just for that 2-piece set bonus, you get a lot of bonus attacks, scaling off of your maximum HP, which is nice. But so for the Heart of the Ocean itself, so because it is an S tier quality piece of equipment, you're going to get plus 15 and plus 30% bonus HP from the good and epic quality skills respectively. That's just more than a regular piece of just a regular accessory where you're only going to get 5 or 10% bonus HP. So you are, I mean, obviously, because it is an S tier piece of equipment, it just has better stats. For the rare quality skill, now this is the really cool one I was referencing earlier. Your rare quality skill is minus 50% regeneration interval. And now this is just really cool because it essentially doubles the rate of all your regeneration. So if you have a lot of regeneration upgrades, and then whether you're running other gear that gives you bonus regeneration, or runes that give you bonus regeneration, what this does is typically if you go to your regeneration stat, you're going to have, so right now I have 17,100 regeneration. This is a tick per second, so per second my slime can regenerate 17,100 HP. If I go and equip this, I'm actually not going to be able to see any difference here from that regeneration page. But what this does is it actually reduces that interval. So instead of regenerating 17,100 HP every second, I'm actually doing that every half a second. So it's doubling the effectiveness of all my regeneration. This is just kind of really cool and unique. Now I will say regeneration isn't really ever going to be your primary way of regenerating HP. Really the main way you're going to do that is through your lifesteal talent, and that's just going to scale a lot better based off of your damage output. But it is kind of a unique skill in the fact that no other piece of equipment actually has this regeneration interval reduction. For its legendary and mythic quality skills, now this is where all the cool stuff ends. These last two really kind of suck. So your legendary quality skill is a skill critical chance. Now this is like your slime critical skill chance. So say I have Volcan, who has an active ability who will fire a Vulcan cannon, and then it'll deal massive damage to all enemies instantly. There's a lot of slimes with active abilities that do damage. This just makes the active abilities have a chance to deal critical damage, which will scale off of your critical chance and multiplier. So that's where this piece of equipment does do both of those. It gives its legendary quality skill gives you plus 20% skill critical chance. The mythic quality skill is plus 100% skill critical multiplier. However, this isn't a consistent boost in your damage. I mean, your skill cooldown will vary by slime. Some slimes don't really have damage producing active skills. But really, it just isn't a consistent way to deal damage overall. You really are going to want to, for your accessory piece, pick an accessory that maybe it gives you bonus dodge chance and critical damage. Gold bonus isn't bad early, especially when you're trying to farm gold. Or something that gives you, like the Thunder God emblem of the Storm, it gives you bonus hit rate. And so even though it still gives you skill critical multiplier, at least the splash chance and hit rate are something that's going to be more helpful in general. It's not just whenever your active skill happens to be utilized, because your active skill, a lot of times when you're farming, you're just going to have your active skill set to counter or range, and so you're not going to be able to control the timing of that, and it's just going to be really hit and miss as far as its effectiveness goes. But that's why, in general, the Heart of the Ocean, it's a cool piece of equipment as far as its uniqueness, but you're really not going to ever use it in practice unless I've used it a couple times before I really had 2 pieces of Dominator equipment. So my first 2 pieces of Dominator equipment, I think I had an epic Heart of the Ocean, and then I might have had my Scepter of the Dominator. And so I actually did end up using it for just a bit, because I still wanted to get that 2-piece Dominator set bonus. That 2-piece Dominator set bonus is very nice, and so if nothing else, if this is the only way you can get that set bonus, it's a fine kind of patchwork option to use, but I wouldn't like go and upgrade this really a lot past Mythic, just because it's unless you have loads of extra spare equipment, it's not worth spending the resources to upgrade, because there's a lot better other accessories you're probably going to be using. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.